Greetings. Today I would like to talk to you about the energy of the full moon in Capricorn, 8 degree and 41 minutes of that zodiac sign. We're going to talk about what it looks like. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. I'm Dr. Dorena Shine. Let's talk about 8 degree and 41 minutes in the sign of Capricorn. This is a symbolic time within the Sabian symbol, reflecting birds in a house singing happily. You think of bird houses in the spring and in the summer. This symbol is about happiness and peace that comes from surrounding a structured, loyal environment. This Capricorn full moon is aligned with discipline. It's also aligned with ambition and inner serenity and joy within embracing your limits. We all have limits, right? Now let's go a little bit deeper. In reality, we can take these symbols and translate them to mean that when there is a separation or a divine intervention that happens, it is going to be okay. No matter how emotionally driven this divine alignment or intervention has come, it is all for our good. For example, if someone leaves your life, walks out of your life, ghosts you during a time you need them the most, or a time that is just very inconvenient, or maybe a time that was very surprising, please realize that it is a strong indication that you are on the brink to something great. All earth signs have a potential of walking away or removing themselves quietly. And this is fine because as I did the pre-shuffle, the earth sign showed up. And this is fine to walk away whenever you feel you need to, whenever you feel you choose to. Because what we recognize in the walk away or the takeaway is, what do we do with the energy that's left behind? What if this idea of them never returns? What do we do with that energy? How do we sit in it? How do we motivate ourselves to move forward from it, from the removal? This energy is never going to be the same as it used to be. And we ask ourselves, what do we do with this energy when we don't even understand what happened? That's a great question, right? So let's get into some deep dives. The first thing we want to know is we must realize that everyone has an authentic right to be who they want to be, to live where they want to live, and to pursue the goals that they want to pursue. When we realize this, no one should feel empty or negative about anyone choosing themselves over another. Number 2. Possessing the energy of realizing that it may never be the way it used to be is a powerful place to be in this degree placement, because there is an intense power coupled with fierce ambition and loyalty. The cautiousness approach at trust is strategic and guarded at this point. Since they've walked away, they've already been there, done that. The emotions are now valued over fake relationships. So most of the time, especially if someone doesn't want to be there, they're indicating that there's a falsehood. Someone's not being happy. Someone is promoting a realization that's not true. And when we realize that everyone has an authentic right to be who they want to be and live where they want to live and pursue the goals that they choose to, we also can't be responsible for what happens in their lives because of the choices that they've made. We cannot be in the whirlwind of the fire that another chooses for themselves. And number 3, there was a time where I used to connect the bandwagon concept to my family. And using the concept of the bandwagon, we tell those we love, whether it be our children, significant loved one, or blended connection, to come on. Let's not play too long. We can mess up, but we got to get up and we got to pick ourselves up, right? Or we're going to be left behind. And a lot of times people don't want to stop messing up. They don't want to stop playing around. They want to continue to keep going where they're going, how they're going. And then eventually we find ourselves, as we go down that road further and further away, we begin to see them in the distance. As we progress and move forward, we would love for them to be along the journey with us. But we must never forget, what if they chose to never come back or to catch up? Do we sit and wait there forever, becoming that pillar of salt, that useless ideology of who we could have become, because we allowed someone else to take reins of our lives? This is what I want you to think about during this full moon phase. We have 2 weeks to consider these areas of thought. We wish everyone the best, and we recognize what we see. And sometimes the hard pill swallowing truth, is that we find ourselves depressed, heartbroken, or reaching out for false hope. But I'm here to let you know today, don't use those times as a drug of choice to grab hold to, because it's only going to be a brief moment of that happiness you're going to endure, and the rest will be extreme pain. You don't need to go back. This is the loyalty that the Capricornian energy wants us to consider today. The loyalty of self. Because one thing about letting go is the very last thing we see when we must let go is the crescendo and the hardest part of the journey, when we did not expect what we saw to have happened. Think about that. There is an unyielding loyalty and extreme caution that you must approach in trusting you. Everyone has the right to sing their song in the birdhouse, right? With everyone else, and hopefully it will all come together as a symphony, and the world will sing a beautiful song together. No matter how much struggle it took for every one of them to express it. That's where I want you to be. And I wish this for everyone, to sing that song of happiness and joy no matter what they decide. Now, please join us July 14th, 2026, where we will be discussing the zodiac sign of Cancer and the new moon in 29°59' as it sits squarely in the watery and nurturing zodiac sign of Cancer. This is going to be a perfect time to focus on our emotional roots, our home, family life, and of course, that immediate self-care. This is Dr. Dorina Shine, and we thank you for being here at Universal Messages Reloaded 2026. And we hope that something here has resonated with you. And if it has, please give this video a thumbs up. And if not, come back and see us. I'm sure there's going to be something that is going to connect to you in one day. Just keep coming back. And we really appreciate you. Happy Universal Messages Reloaded 2026, and we'll see you next time.